Welcome to the Odd Frog Chop Shop, your one-stop podcast for all things toy, design, collectible, comic book, video game, movies, pop culture, and more. And now please welcome your hosts, Kelly Greenwood and Eddie Hermosillo.
Yeah.
What's up, guys?
Hola.
What up?
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Odd Frog Chop Shop. Today, we're going to be giving a little Bandito update, a little bit of update of what we're doing with manufacturing. And then we're going to be looking at some of the shows we've been watching, like Xmen, Sho-gun, Fallout. Yep, we're going to talk about Fallout. But first, we'll have a little check-in. What have you guys been doing? Eddie, what you been doing?
Same old, just keeping up with life. I was actually in the ER a couple of weekends ago. I'm good now though, we're all straight, but I was off for about a week. Definitely some of the worst pain I ever felt, but it's all good now. We're back on the grind. We're making things happen again, and back at work, raising kids, living life, exploring new relationships, all of it. We're trying to make it all happen, man.
Excellent.
How about you, Mikey? Yeah.
Pretty good, man. Just been super busy. Starting to slow down on my day job side gig. So it's opening up a little bit more time for me to audition and whatnot. Just wrapped up my I'm sure everyone has seen the promo videos for Bad Juju in Cleveland now, which is a new audio book. Check it out. It's a pretty cool story. It's really fun. Also did a pretty interesting interview with one of the authors and the daughter of the other author, who passed away before the book was turned into an audio book. But we kind of did a little behind the scenes, so that was really interesting. Really, I found it fascinating just to sit down and talk with them. So,
can you give us like a brief summary of the story?
Yeah, so Bad Juju in Cleveland is actually based on an actual crime that happened years ago, where this guy who considered himself a voodoo priest ended up killing 2 drug dealers and 2 drug buyers and walked away with $2 million in coke and $2 million in cash. So the actual crime happened, but the story about chasing him down as Detective Nicholas Salvano is fictionalized.
Ways from the truth.
Yeah, but it's really cool because, the detective or other cops, they go to a few different bars where it's like the cops, that's where they go, right? And so anytime they go in there, there's always a cop telling a story. And Carl Bort, who originally wrote the story, says that all the stories you hear actually happened. So and some of them are funnier than shit. So it's a really great story, audiobook. It's on audible.com. Check it out. Shameless
awesome.
Plug. But aside from that, I got my website fixed. Apparently people were going to an old site that I redid maybe a year ago, and my cousin helped me figure it out. So now it's back to where it's supposed to be. So mlcvoice.com, check it out. Another shameless plug. But yeah, that's basically what I've been doing, is just promoting that and just grinding it out. How about you, Kel?
That's really cool. So cool to have that, to do that kind of work, Mikey. It's really interesting. And I saw the interview and I really enjoyed it, actually. I thought the part about why they picked you as the reader or the actor was really, really interesting. Just talking about how you embraced each character and did different characters and stuff.
There's
really
over
cool.
30 characters.
Dang.
So, and you guys hear my voice range. It's not really that dramatic.
Yeah.
But I play female hookers. I play voodoo priests. I play grizzled cops. And of course, Chief Merinick, who's been smoking for 20 years. Damn it, men, I need results. So,
that's great. That must be so fun.
It is fun. That's the part is actually doing the work. The editing, that takes a little while. That's a lot of work.
Takes time. That's hard, man.
Yeah, the performing though, that's definitely that's why I do this for sure.
Awesome. Well, yeah, me. Let's see. At my job, it's finals right now, so like everything's kind of slowing down because people are giving their presentations. I work in the prototyping department, so like everything should be done at this point, and
nobody should be printing right now.
right, exactly. It takes too long.
But it's cool. So,
and then the other thing, just coming home after that, and I just been grinding away, inking the comic book, trying to get to the end of that, and it's really fun, but it's a lot of hard work. So it's just like I got to get myself motivated after driving home and get here. It's like, okay,
same.
and get focused. Yeah, I know you're the same, Eddie.
I'm trying to get this Bandito back on the road.
Let's talk about the Bandito.
Yeah, talk about it real quick. So yeah, a couple of weeks ago, we had some issues with it. We got it, we're getting it back together. It's about ready to go back out. We just have
shipping issues. Nothing with it. Yeah.
Shipping issues, things that we didn't consider upon shipping it. So now we have to reevaluate some things, but we're going to get it back out, back on this tour, and hopefully get these numbers going now that we officially have this, I guess you would call it a manufacturing contract. So upon reaching our goal, our minimum order quantity, we do have an official contract with General Giant Studios, who will assist us in the manufacturing aspects of it, getting it done and building it and getting the tooling done. We'll be using, their manufacturing connections. So check it out, oddfrogentertainment.com right now. It's up for pre-orders. I don't know. We kind of set the standard in the beginning for 1/12 scale vehicles. We came in early, although we still are small. We still are a dedicated team, and we finally got some eyes on us. And once we hit our numbers, they're definitely willing to help us out. But we got to spread the word. We got to get it out there. We got to hit these numbers, and it's not a lot. I mean, when you consider who's willing to help us do it. Like if you look at their track record, again, General Giant Studios, we went in there Shark Tank style. We pitched them the whole, this is the lowrider version back here. We've been working on stuff. Again, we'll get it back on tour, but yeah, we pitched them the whole thing like Shark Tank style. They loved it. And yeah, we now have manufacturing quotes and deals and numbers. And yeah, we need to hit these 1,500 minimum order, and bam, like, We'll make it happen with them and contract, collaboration, partnership. They're just gonna help us make this happen. Is what's going on. So again, check it out, Odd Frog Entertainment. No. Right now, all we're seeking is people pre-orders. You know what I'm saying? There's no upfront payments. No. We're like there's no payment option on there. Like no money right now. Just hit the pay later option and don't put any numbers. It's gonna ask for like an email. And then when we hit these numbers, we'll send out a massive email. We'll send out, we'll try to collect payment on all these orders, and that's when we make it happen. But we need to secure enough pre-orders, enough people committed to try to make the project happen.
Yeah, and I really think like the next step for us is to seek that distribution, right? The Big Bad Toy Store, Nerdzoic, Entertainment Earth, those kind of things. Reach out to them. Now that we have our numbers, we can see what kind of offers we can make people and stuff for helping
and
us.
And that manufacturing link is what we need.
Yeah. So a lot of good things coming, a lot of good things going on right now with it, and it's going to Insightful Imagery next, and that'll be shipping out early next week. The guy's an amazing photographer. So definitely check him out. Insightful Imagery. He's on YouTube. He does dioramas. He does 3D printing and sculpting.
I think he has a Patreon too and all kinds of stuff. Yeah.
And so we're really excited to get it to him next. And we'll put out a list, guys, of everybody who's going to have the car real soon. I just want to check back in with them and make sure that's good. But lots of exciting stuff going on. So we really want to get those numbers up and get it to you guys. So so that's that on the Bandito front.
Along with the action figure and the comic, we're all still all in the works.
Yep.
Whatever.
That's the other stuff. We're just trying to, I guess the main thing is we're focused on the Bandito right now. And while we develop some of this other stuff, we're just kind of keeping it under wraps as much as possible. Like the comic book, Bandito is going to be in the second issue of the comic book, which we're writing now, and inking away on the first one, which is a graphic novel. It's 64 pages. It's called The Odd Frog. And I think it's a pretty good story. People have read the story, like it, and think it's strong. So we're excited to get it to you guys.
I'm ordering the first print. Absolutely.
I'll sign it for you, Mikey.
Sweet.
So lots of stuff. Yeah. So Mikey, you want to just tell a little bit about what we're going to be seeing here?
Yeah, we decided to just kind of take a little, well, not a break, but just go a little different direction this week. Just talking about the different shows that are out there. There's a lot of good shows right now. I mean, between video games and comic books,
for distraction, all these shows.
And you know, I don't tend to. I watch a lot of brainless TV during the week, but it's usually on my weekends that I'll sit down and really want to get immersed into something. And so there's a lot of good stuff right now. So we're just gonna play some trailers and talk about whether we've watched what's on the trailer or not, or just give some feedback. So.
Awesome.
Let me just fire it up.
Here we go.
We'll start with this
one. Watch the series finale of Xmen next Saturday morning. Check your local listings.
I'm grateful to have the chance to say goodbye. I am proud of you all, my Xmen.
Fate lies in our hands now. Now.
We have to stay vigilant. The professor entrusted us with his dream.
No matter how dark it is, we must believe in each other.
We get this done by working together as a team.
Jeez, Bub, keep buzzing in my ear.
To me, my Xmen. Magneto.
The last will and testament of Charles Xavier. Everything he built now belongs to me.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That felt a little more intense than the first time I think I might have saw it, but I mean, damn, from what I hear, it's a good show. And I mean, I haven't seen any of the new episodes, so I won't. And you guys can talk about it. Don't worry about me. But the only perspective I see it is as like, man, those are some badass action figures. I've been looking at it as a designer, as an action figure collector perspective, like. The value and the price in these like Marvel Legend 97, you know, they've gone up in aftermarket price, and if you try to seek them out now, they're like a bit more than when they first came out. So it's like I would like other companies tackling like, you know, this style of figure like with the soft cloth and stuff would be kind of dope. I don't know. I've seen customizers already messing with it and doing it, so. That's how I see it. Those look like cool figures. They look like some of the redesigns are pretty dope, and it's like, so I don't know, it's kind of dope.
Mikey even got one after 25 years.
Yeah. I remember you saying that. So like, I haven't got any of the 97 wave yet. Like,
and honestly, I kind of want to grab more. Yeah, absolutely.
Did you get again?
I grew up on this stuff, you know.
Yeah.
But really, honestly, I'm not an animator. I'm not an illustrator, but I love the actual artwork of what they're doing right now. I think it looks great.
Yeah. The blend, it's like it brings that old nostalgia look with like some new twist to it. It's kind of dope.
Mm-hmm.
And that scene where Wolverine's on the back of Gambit, that was badass. Like that.
Yeah, really cool idea. Kinetically charged Wolverine. Yeah, I'm loving the show, and
it's about 6 episodes in right now, right?
I think it's 8.
8? Oh, okay. Yeah.
7 or 8. Yeah. I did not expect much from this show. Honestly, I thought it was going to be just kind of more Disney garbage. And I'm so impressed with it. I've been really enjoying it. Some episodes feel stronger to me and stuff. Some of the episodes where they take kind of a side shoot from the main story.
With like Mojo.
Like yeah.
Like the Mojo one. That was like, it was almost cotton candy. It wasn't even really part of the...
Yeah, I agree. And I really liked the Mojoverse stuff in the original series. It was somehow, I don't know, more like Running Man or something, which I thought was really cool. And it was interesting, and the animation is really, really good. I think it's not like One Punch Man or something like that, but you can tell they're striving for that kind of feel with the camera movements and stuff. And there's definitely like an epic quality to the whole thing. I mean, the Sentinels and the destruction and the story is just really, really well written. I mean, even like how they talk and stuff has a nice kind of, I don't know.
Maybe I should watch it more.
You should. And I'm definitely digging how they are going a little bit more backstory, even if it's just for a minute on some of the characters, like Nightcrawler and Rogue, being siblings. Cable is actually the son of Jean Grey and Cyclops, and that I was yesterday years old when I learned that, and I'm like, oh right.
Yeah.
I remember
isn't Bishop somehow also?
He's from the same timeline.
Bishop and Cable, I think, traveled together.
Yeah,
at some point.
Yeah, I think it's something like that.
Too, yeah, you should definitely check it out, Eddie. I mean, it's kid friendly. I mean, there are adult themes, and there are. Well,
I mean, my kids are like 15 now, so I got a 7-year-old daughter too. But I'm sure my son I'm sure both of them would like to watch. Maybe, who knows? We'll see.
Yeah, no, it's really good. And I mean, was it episode 5? It was just like,
just don't ruin it.
I don't want to ruin it, but holy cow! I was not expecting any of that, and just really, really well done. And yeah, I've been really enjoying it. Like I said, I know some people are like unhappy with it because, some of the canon and stuff, and that's fair. I was expecting to hate on it too, but man, I would say give it another look because it's really, really good.
All right, let's do another one, shall we?
Yeah.
I know that I've lived a relatively comfortable life.
Stop! Mercy!
You need to go home. Vault dwellers are an endangered species. I do not think you would be willing to do what it takes to survive up here. If you insist on staying, then you will have to adapt.
Uh-huh.
I don't want to see tomorrow unless I see it with.
Tomorrow, so they say, will be a lovely day. A bright new sun will suddenly break through. But I don't want to see tomorrow unless I see it with you.
I grabbed a moldy one.
So I played the game. I saw the first episode with my son. It's pretty dope. I mean, like, I think, I want to watch more of that thing. It's the games are kind of cool.
Did you play the full game, or like, are you a fan of the game?
I played I think I played the like mobile one a bit, and then I played the Fallout for computer Fallout. I think it was like 70. I don't know what it was, 76. It was cool. It was dope, but it was like, I don't know. It's kind of cool. Yeah, I played the game. I'm not a huge super fan, but again, I saw it as once I saw it, I was like, man, and that character was very, what's his name?
The Ghoul.
The Ghoul. Like I already saw 3-4 customizers pop one out already. Somebody already 3D modeled, printed, painted, like when it looks like it would be a legit on the market, like.
Yeah,
hard plastic, PVC already printed. There's already some people making like kits and like accessories for like one to go over soft goods figures, and like, again, from a marketing and a designer, like, it's always endless. Like there's a show, there's a TV, there's a cartoon, there's always somehow someone's trying to do something, and it's cool.
Yeah. I don't know, like, first of all, it looks exactly like the game. I played Fallout 3 like the whole way through, and I really enjoyed that game, especially when the giant 3-story robot was walking through, like blasting all the carbon units. That was hilarious. So I gotta commend the show for it looks exactly like the game.
Yeah.
And the music and everything, it's definitely the vibe of the game. I don't know. Everybody loves it, and I get it. There's something that's off about it to me. Some of the humor just doesn't hit for me, and the pacing of it is just I kind of get lost.
Pacing is a little slow. See, I saw the first episode, and I think it was on my day off, and I just worked all week, and I was kind of like dozing off, and I think even my son said something that it was kind of like. Or I think maybe some of the scenes were like extraordinary, unnecessarily long, like super dramatic, and it just kept going like, okay, I get it, but it's like what the.
So I never really played the game. My kids did, and they really like Fallout 4, I guess the best. But they said with one of them, like you have to strive to get that armor of the knight armor, and then in the next game they just give it like it's all over the place. So, but. For me, it's I never played the game, but I really enjoyed the show. Yeah, so I see it as each episode is like a chapter, because they really do kind of focus in on different characters of what's happening in that world, but in some are definitely more action than others. But the Ghoul is played by Walter Goggins. I don't know if you guys ever saw Justified, but I think that guy is a really, really good actor. And I saw an interview with him. He never actually played the game. And he said that he purposely didn't, like his kid was trying to get him. He's like, Dad, you got to play it. You're going to be in the show. And he goes, you know what? I think I'm just going to take the script and run with it without trying to, because he goes, I don't want to really, because in my own mind, I'm going to screw it up if I try and be the game.
Emulate the game.
Yeah. But I thought he did. I mean, he makes that show. I mean, she's good too. I do like Lucy, the gal who plays her, because she's kind of naive, but she's tough. And there's a few scenes where it's pretty realistic. Like she's not just like, I'm going to kill everybody and let's go. It's like that human aspect. So I think it's really good personally, but
I'm enjoying it. It's just, I don't, and I think part of the problem is too, and maybe this is a bad segue, but I was watching Sho-gun at the same time, and oh my God, that show is a work of art.
Speaking of, later in a second.
Yeah. No, we can fire it up right now.
Yeah, let's go into that, because
Hear me, my son. I alone will tell you the truth. Death is the only punishment here.
I have not told you my family name, but it is well known in Japan. Many years ago, a great injustice stole everything from me. learned one truth, that enemies are everywhere and friends nowhere. To show your true heart is to risk your life. Because death can come for us at any moment.
These are dire times.
日の本は戦乱の世に立ち返るわけ。Doomed lovers, cursed kings. These people are godless savages. Or maybe they just don't give a shit what you think.
時は来た。おり高ぶった逆賊から日の本を守らねばならん。
もはや戦議は終わったと思ってよいのじゃな。
動けない。
その後、己の敵の正体が分かっておらぬのじゃ。
You cannot play their games. That's how they dominate. A title revered through the ages. Shogun.
Oh,
it's so good. Oh my gosh, I loved that show.
I'm 3 episodes in.
Yeah, I mean, the lighting, the colors, the
ambiance.
Yeah, it's super brutal. So like if you're not into that kind of thing, maybe not.
Oh, yeah.
But it's
sure.
Yeah, me too. But
it's definitely not only violent, but purposely violent.
Well, it probably depicts the reality of the times,
Oh,
yeah.
for sure.
Yeah,
and the costuming, whoever did the costuming, like I don't know, I think those people don't get enough credit.
Yeah, for sure. And I watched the original like made for TV miniseries that was made back in the 70s and stuff.
Is it supposed to be the same story?
It's the same story, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I didn't know.
And I just never thought I would like it. I never watched it, and I just wasn't into like 70s made for. It all seemed like a soap opera to me. But one day, for whatever reason, I just turned it on and started watching it, and I was like hooked. I just kept watching it and really, really enjoyed the story and all that. And then this one, it's just it's the same story done differently, like obviously, but it's just everything about it is like artistic, I would say, with the lighting and the colors. And what's really interesting is just like the cultural thing, where he's coming to this, alien land basically, and the culture is just radically different. And there's all this kind of background stuff at play between the, Catholics and the Protestants and stuff, and just super interesting show. And the dude, the main guy, Blackthorn or whatever, he's got like this Tom Hardy look. So, that works real well. He's, like a tough guy kind of thing. So, but I really, that's like my favorite show out of all of them that I've seen.
I kind of get like a Game of Thrones / Westworld kind of vibes from it. You know what I mean? But with samurais. So like, I think it's great.
Yeah, it's really, really good. I'm enjoying that one a lot.
Have you seen that one at all, Eddie?
I have not. It looks intense. Looks like one I would definitely enjoy. I think I'll definitely be making some time for some of these shows soon. Yeah.
Eddie works like 24 hours a day, you guys. So
no excuse.
Not necessarily. You know what I'm saying? I do work 5 nights a week, and then
but with kiddos and all that,
get this Bandito done, and like life's moving 100 miles a minute. Like I said earlier, relationships and my girlfriend, like it's all great, it's all good, and we're like I don't know. So like, yeah, it's a lot going on, but we're focused on making everything work in unison. So yeah, it's going down. So I'm just excited, but these shows do look good. I did watch It reminds me of the Blue-Eyed Samurai on.
Oh, that was good.
It's an animation. It was good. It's
Have you seen that one,
brutal.
Kel?
No, I haven't.
You gotta
Check it
watch
out.
it, man.
It's on
It's
Netflix.
on Netflix.
Okay.
Blue-Eyed Samurai. It's like a cartoon, but it's animation style. Like it's
Okay.
It's
sick.
brutal.
It's sick. It's brutal. It's like
Nice.
And like Invincible. I think season 2's coming out too. I kind of want to watch that. Like,
Okay.
But this one looks good. And then I don't know. I'm actually excited. I don't know. Getting this. I'm on a rant now. I had heard about the new the Last Ronin. They're doing the Last Ronin live action coming up soon. Stoked about that. I haven't heard
sweet.
much
Oh
about
yeah,
it.
the TMNT one.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. That's what I'm excited about.
I hope that goes through because
I
And
mean,
then
we
I
heard
was-
many rumors, and when I heard the previous rumors about Seth Rogen making a TMNT movies, but then I heard it was like Nickelodeon, and like I was like, it's kind of cartoon. It was kind of cool. It was all right.
I liked
but,
it.
It was cool. That's what I'm saying. It was cool, but I'm ready for that R-rated 1990. I'm ready for like the live action badass,
a little darker.
like it's supposed to be that Kevin Eastman, and you know what I'm saying, Lair. Like, oh man, like it's got to be, dude.
Yeah.
All right.
And then I heard too, real quick. Was it Mega J or Mega J Retro? Was talking about that. They released that they're going forward with the He-Man movie, Masters of the Universe movie, which I actually got to see. This is years ago. This is probably like 4 years ago now.
I hope Dolph Lundgren makes a cameo.
Working on some of the He-Man stuff, and I got to see like super early Photoshop like set designs and stuff of Eternia, and it was really, really cool. So if they kind of go along what they were doing,
should be dope.
Yeah, it should be pretty rad.
All right, I got another one here. This one I've heard good and bad, but I'll give you my opinion.
Mixed reviews.
Okay.
Yeah, mixed reviews.
You deserve the truth. The enemy is at our gates. Their numbers are overwhelming. Any Marine who makes this stand with us will not survive the day. For every moment that we hold the enemy at bay, more innocent people can escape. When they do, they will go forth and tell the story that you write today. You will be remembered.
Damn, that looks rad.
It is badass.
I watched the first one and was
I did too. I saw most of the first one. It was pretty. I thought it was all right. I don't know. As a fan of the franchise and the games, and my brother's a huge fan. I should ask him about it. But I see it again as a figure designer. There haven't been many dope figures to be done. I know Jazz Wears did a pretty sick one. Like I have this one. It's like my son. I bought a couple. Like my son took one apart, painted it, customized it. This one's pretty solid. This one's one of the doper ones. You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, like my brother's a big fan. The first season was pretty good. I haven't seen any of the second, but yeah, I would like to see a dope figure done. Like that would.
Yeah, be cool. I'm a huge fan. I've been playing Halo since like when it first came out. In my previous business years and years ago, I was in Seattle and I did a job for this Microsoft developer, and it was in his like theater room at his house, and he's like, oh yeah, you know, because now it was starting to advertise Combat Evolved and stuff, and he's like, I'm like, oh, you guys, you know, do anything with Halo? And he's like, yeah, we stay about 6 hours after work every night and play it. So I'm a huge Halo fan. I've played them all. And I was really into the show when it first came out. I was like, okay, this could be good. You know, the very beginning episode was really good. And then they took his helmet off. And I'm just like, I don't know. Like, it kind of went downhill after that for me. Like,
well, so, I mean, obviously you have to have that human connection at some point.
I guess.
So I've watched both seasons all the way through. And season 1 definitely introduces you to the characters, the backstory, and how they're connected. Season 2, it's war. It's like all out war. And what's great is seeing the Warthog in action, seeing, you know, all the different weapons that you're like, that's what a needler does to a human being. You know what I mean?
Like,
like every weapon that you play in the
video
game,
there.
That's cool.
And season 2 is definitely a lot more action. So I'm really curious to see where it's going to branch out. Hopefully they keep it going, but I got to tell you what, Master Chief, that human being huge.
Yeah.
He's a big dude. Like even without his armor, he's just like, yeah.
I really like that scene where the alien ships are coming up out of the smoke. That was pretty cool.
The clouds. Really
clouds, yeah.
Clouds, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, and seeing the different worlds, like the Halo world, you're like, hey, you can hide behind that corner and ambush the other team, you know?
There's a life pack over there. Back when it used to have life packs.
Yeah.
Well, I think it was when I first met you, Kel. I think we were playing, you guys bought Crackdown just to get the beta version of one of the Halos. Like,
that's right. I forgot about that. Halo 2, I think.
You used to have to you got to play the beta version if you owned the other another game.
That game was I remember that game you just ran Crackdown.
Crackdown?
It didn't make it, right? That's why probably they were giving out the beta with it.
No, they've had like 3 or 4 Crackdowns now.
Yeah.
I think most of them are on free play on Xbox Live
Game
Gold.
Pass, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So anyway, I'm a fan of the show. I think it's definitely worth a watch.
I'm gonna have to check out the second season. That looks pretty legit. So
it's intense for sure.
All right, just for fun, let's do one more and we'll land this plane. But
awesome.
This one's a little bit longer, but I can't wait for this.
Okay.
I told you, you're not welcome here. You're not welcome anywhere. Now get the fuck out of my bar.
Just give me one more drink and then I'll leave.
Hi, Peanut. I'm gonna need you to come with me right now.
Look, lady, I'm not interested.
All right, well, I'm sort of on the tick-tick, so upsy daisy. Here we go.
Oh, whiskey dick of the claws. It's quite common in Wolverines over 40.
You don't want this.
Unless you want to take a deep breath through your fucking forehead, I suggest you reconsider. I'm about to lose everything that I've ever cared about.
Not my fucking problem.
Is that what you said when your world went to shit?
Come again. This Wolverine let down his entire world.
Want to talk about what's haunting you, or should we wait for a third act flashback?
Go fuck yourself.
I don't know anything about saving worlds, but you do.
Trust me, kid, I'm no hero.
You were an X-Man. You were the X-Man. I am soaking wet right now.
Boys are so silly.
This is what I'm talking about. Big slow motion action sequence. Who knows if you live or die? Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go.
gonna do some cocaine?
Hey, cocaine is the one thing that Feige said is off limits.
What about Bolivian marching powder?
They know all the slang terms. They have a list.
Even snowboarding?
Even disco dust.
White girl interrupted?
Even force bump.
Do you want to build a snowman?
Yes! But I can't.
I'm so stoked they went with the Wolverine costume they did. Like, that's one thing I'm always disappointed in movies is like they try to make it look too realistic and less like the comic book. And I like the comic book stuff.
They did a good fusion of mixing the reality with the comic. Like how it's like, it looks kind of dope. Like, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, it looks good.
I don't know if you guys have ever read any Deadpool comics or if you've ever played the game. The Deadpool game, high replay value. It is so fun.
Well, that's
but it's
silly,
but it's fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, this is what he would. I quit bumping the mic, Mike.
I have the second appearance of Deadpool. I think it's X-Force number 2.
Yeah,
they have.
Go ahead, Ed.
No, yeah, no. I'm saying they had that first scene. Reminds me of like I think I saw like trailers for like a Wolverine game they're making where he's sitting at a bar just like that, and like I get it's from a comic. It's you know like, but there's a Wolverine game coming out, and it's like it starts off with that same scene, him at the bar, and
there's a Spidey story with him. It's like his birthday, and he doesn't tell anybody, and he has Spider-Man meet him, and Spider-Man's thinking the whole time they're going to have to go fight some bad guy and stuff, but really Wolverine just needed somebody to hang out with on his birthday while he drank and
at the bar,
keep him from killing people.
Yeah.
Whiskey D of the Claws. I love it.
Yeah, that looks really good. I'm glad the Wolverine thing is going to be really cool with that, I think.
Well, and what he's doing is he's trying to fix the multiverse of I think I don't know if they call it the multiverse. Yeah, they do in Marvel. I forget what they call it DC, but all these timelines because of the 20th Century Fox and the Disney and all that. So Deadpool's trying to fix all that.
Oh, that's great. That would be good if he could.
It's like, which timeline are we on? You know, I mean, he's breaking the fourth wall the entire time. And, you know,
it's apparent.
Yeah,
I didn't used to be a big Ryan Reynolds fan, but he is perfect for that.
He definitely understands like a superhero movie like this, you know? I mean, give the people the costume and stuff that they want that's from the book. Like, that's great.
I think I'm going to drop the money to go see this in the theater.
I have the Mezco, you know, the red Mezco costume of the, Deadpool. It's badass. It's, I don't know. Again, I'm always seeing it as an action figure collector, toy collector. Like, I've seen people trying to do like that version of Wolverine in an action figure. I don't know how well it would translate. It might be pretty dope, but we'll see.
It's cool. It's cool.
Super fun.
Always.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for popping in with us on this episode of the Chop Shop. Just kind of having fun. And we look forward to seeing you on the next one. And we'll be giving a shout out to everybody that's working with the Bandito on its tour. And
go pre-order.
Again, guys, go pre-order. And we'll see y'all on the next one.
Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for hanging in. Thank you for tuning in to the Odd Frog Chop Shop podcast. This episode is brought to you by MLCVoice.com and OddFrogEntertainment.com. Theme music is Burlesque Heartache by RKVC. Please remember to rate and subscribe. Until next time, keep creating and keep playing.